All right, we're going to go a little deep today and talk about something that I have personally dealt with, and I know many of you might be dealing with too, which is, kind of, Heather, I think my spouse doesn't find me attractive. They've told me they don't find me attractive. I don't feel attractive around them, and kind of how this all impacts those more physical relationships. And I'm just going to share with you kind of my experience with this and how I think about it. And hopefully that'll help. I'm not a therapist or a counselor. I always would encourage people, if you are in a marriage and you're having problems, go get therapy, go work through this in therapy together. But here's the reality. Joel and I both have struggled with our weight. Not always at the same times. So, we did definitely when we were both younger, but then as I lost the weight, he had periods like where his father passed away, he gained weight back. He had to lose again. Like during the pandemic, I know he struggled a little bit. There's different ebbs and flows in our relationship, and I accept that, right? And he probably accepts that about me. But if we're talking about honesty, what I see is when he is gaining some weight, he carries himself differently. He doesn't act the same way. He does feel more self-conscious. He does say things that key me in that he's feeling not as attractive as he does when he's not at a certain weight. And so what I have learned is that our attitude, the way we show up in the world, the way we show up in the relationship, is really not about our physical appearance. It's really about how we're feeling in our own body. It's how we show up. And so here's an example. When I was at my heaviest, I was sarcastic. I was very just wanting to always cover up. I did not feel attractive at all. And I have no doubt that showed up in my disposition in the marriage. Once I lost all the weight, because Joel didn't want to talk about this when I was heavy, he told me I did not find you attractive at that point. I loved you because you're my wife and I loved you for who you were, but I didn't find you attractive because I wouldn't have found me attractive. The person that I was behaving like was not somebody that I am today. My behaviors morphed a lot as I lost weight because I shed a lot of the defensiveness. I shed a lot of the need to be sarcastic to protect myself. A lot of personality things shifted for me because what I realized was the weight and the way I was eating, it was to comfort and deal with pain. And I didn't know another way. I didn't have the skills to deal with pain in a different way. And so I was dealing with it and protecting myself with the weight. And so for me personally, this is how I view it. My actions, behaviors, how I carry myself, literally rolling my shoulders back, walking in confident, chest proud. I didn't do that when I was at my heaviest. Like my physical demeanor was completely different. So how can I hold personal offense if somebody said they didn't find me attractive? I don't, because I was acting differently than I act now. But on the flip side of that, what I do not recommend anyone tolerate is somebody who is belittling you, making fun of you, telling you if you don't lose weight, they're going to leave you. No. That goes by the wayside. You are a wonderful person as you are. Could your body look different than it did when you first got married, first got engaged, first met? Probably, absolutely. And guess what? As you hit your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, things are going to sag, droop, wrinkle. You're not going to look the same. So you cannot base a relationship on physical appearance. But when we talk about attractiveness, that is first off subjective. Secondly, it is greatly impacted by how you carry yourself. Is literally not a photo. It's not, I mean, yes, you can say I'm attracted to this person because of the way they look in the photo. But when we talk about attractiveness on a day-to-day marital basis or relationship basis, it's everything. It is how you look, but it's also how you carry yourself, how affectionate you are. If you find you attractive, if you don't find you attractive, it's going to be really hard for others. You've got to find yourself attractive. It doesn't mean you have to be saying, oh, I'm perfect, but that feeling of confidence that comes when you feel good in your own skin that you might be willing to wear something, or you come in again with that confident stance versus the rolling your shoulders forward, slumping over. So I just want to cover this. Like, in my opinion, looks should not be the reason we get together, we don't get together. There needs to be something deeper. If somebody tells you they don't find you attractive at this weight, as hard as it is, realize that part of that is maybe physical, but it also might be how you're carrying yourself. And as you shed the weight, you might also start to shed some of the things that are impacting the relationship. But again, under no condition is it, in my opinion, okay for someone to say, I am leaving you if you don't lose this weight. I won't be with you if you're X weight. I think this is unattractive. If they start putting you down, being critical, and I've heard horror stories, that is a sign to get out. Because here's the deal. You'll never get it together for this person. This person is not realistic. They aren't thinking long term. They're only thinking in the immediate here and now. You need to be with somebody who loves you as a human being and realizes that through the course of life, you're going to gain weight, you're going to lose weight, you're going to wrinkle, you're going to sag, things are going to adjust. But being an attractive person means you feel good on the inside, you present yourself in an attractive way to the outer world, and you feel the confidence, you see yourself as attractive. And that's what it really comes down to. Because like I said, I've seen Joel go through periods of weight gain and not feeling super attractive. And I've seen him lose the weight and he's like he presents himself totally differently. I know I do too. Everyone does. And you have to keep that in mind and just say to yourself, you know what? This is about me. It's about me feeling good in my skin. It's about me showing up the way I want to show up. And this person who's in my life, I want them to be attracted to me, but I realize I've got to be attracted to me first and foremost. And if I'm not, and I'm not carrying myself in a way that makes me feel proud, then maybe I need to make some alterations. But do not allow anyone else to push you in a direction you don't want to go. Joel and I never push each other. I mean, when I see him slowly gaining weight, I don't even say anything because it's not my place. And I love him no matter what. I will encourage him to make better choices if he seems receptive, but I'm not, because ultimately you can't force somebody else to change. They've got to want to do it for themselves. So I hope that helps. This is not a straightforward discussion. There's so much nuance here, but the one thing I will say once again, under no circumstances should anyone threaten to leave you, say that they think you're not worthy of marriage or whatever until you do X with your body. Your body will change forever. And if that is the criteria, run for the hills because that is not a relationship that's going to last. All right, my dear, you have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.